A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline is taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. In this one, we'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Sixers coach Brett Brown helped build this team from ground zero. There were some lean years in Philly, but Brown helped set the values and the culture for this team. Brown said, "Can you teach? Can you cultivate relationships? And do you bring energy? Those three qualities are what I've hoped to create throughout my tenure here." Kevin, mission accomplished.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, New York, 5 games behind.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Knicks, they've got Barrett. Julius Randle is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Peyton in at the point guard. Clark, you'd think that team chemistry would just improve as the season goes along, but maybe not if you have personality issues in that locker room.
You know, Kevin, it's one of the most fragile elements in team sports: chemistry, culture, accepting roles, sacrificing your own individual game for the good of the team. And I think it's always a work in progress.
And as a leader, as I know you were when you played, I'm sure you were dealing with those things all season long.
Yeah, you try to lead by example, but also there's opportunity and times when you have to step up and voice what you see that could be detrimental to your team's success.
Al Simmons after the missed three from Elfrid Payton. And Simmons kicks to Richardson. And the pass to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Now the Knicks with it. Barrett dishes to Payton. Passes it to Barrett. Over Richardson. And Barrett with the basket on the assist from Payton.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. New York ball. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Richardson. Simmons against Payton. They get it back. Horford. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Elfrid Payton.
You know, he was the third pick in the 2007 NBA draft, guys. Horford won 2 college championships at Florida back-to-back before entering the league.
He misses the free throw.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job, pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Now here's Harkless. He dishes it to Barrett. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Barrett's got his second basket of the night.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Floats one up. It's deflected.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Harkless the pass to Payton. Pass to Barrett. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Left side, Harris. And Simmons kicks to Richardson. With a step back, and the jumper falls for him.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Payton outside, and Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Simmons against Payton. Outside Gibson, down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Richardson, no luck.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Gibson up top. Payton outside. Fires the 3. And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Payton. And it's 7 points for R.J. Barrett.
7-3.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And they double up Simmons. Out to the wing. Horford gets the bucket.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Payton outside. Pass to Gibson. Baseline try. Barrett, no good. The 76ers trailing. Richardson up top, covered by Payton. It's stolen by Barrett for the finish, and Barrett slams it in.
Great activity there from Barrett. When he ups his intensity on defense, he's a difference maker.
Richardson outside. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
Reggie.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. And both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless.
Yes, sir.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Gibson the bounce pass. Here's Randall, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Horford.
First personal foul.
And when he first came to America, you know, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right, Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays.
The first one falls.
And, you know, know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Both free throws good from Randall. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Bobby Portis comes in for Julius Randle. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Peyton. Now here's Simmons. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
To the left side wing. Ntilikina passes to Portis. He kicks it to Bullock. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Portis. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. And that one's good. Thibault.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Ntilikina passes to Bullock. Teardrop shot, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Kevin Knox is checked in for New York. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Simmons. Portis with it. Working on O'Quinn. Nice shot by Portis. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Milton. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Robinson with the block. Here's Ntilikina. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Barrett.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's Thibault. Burks on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14. Good on the jump shots.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Here's Ntilikina. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Bullock. Outside Portis. Here's Ntilikina. Rebound by the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Thibault and the 76ers tack on 2 more. Here's Ntilikina. Outside Portis. 1:57 left to play in the first. And it's Bullock missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Portis. That one a little long.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it. You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Remains New York ball.
And Ellington's checked in for Reggie Bullock. The 76ers also with a sub. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Burks. .58 seconds left in the first quarter. Portis, the bounce pass. 4 on the shot clock. Trying to end the drought. That one's rebounded by Embiid. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Passes to O'Quinn. Here's Milton. High, arcing shot, and the layup is good. And now an 8-point 76ers lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Portis on the mark with the 15-footer.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Milton. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Feeds to Embiid. Over Robinson. Embiid, no good.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Knox, Ntilikina out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Robinson in at the 5. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
First free throw is good. We were asked this the other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch 3-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Ironically, they're both on the same team, Kevin. I would start with Steph Curry. I think he clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most. And then I think Klay is just a notch or 2 below Steph.
I agree. Great backcourt. Lillard up in Portland, another one. There's so many great ones in the NBA.
Yeah. Lillard would certainly be on the 3-man list for sure.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Pass to Harris. Here's Thibault, defended by Portis. And stolen by Portis. Oh, and here we go. Knox has got it, the fast break chance. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. A promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Kevin, we know one thing. In New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And D.A., that's when he is at his best. Thank you. Here's Korkmaz. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by New York. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Now on the scoring column with that bucket, 1 for 2 this game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Ellington with it. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Robinson finds Payton. A floater. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 6.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And the 76ers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Look for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Randall comes in for Portis. And Barrett subbed in for Knox. Simmons on the wing. Covered by Payton. Randall against Harris. Randall dishes to Barrett. Here's Payton, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I like the fact that Payton is aggressive in forcing the defense's hand. He's not easy to match up against, given how smart he is and his size.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
The numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year.
Take a break. Take a break.
But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And he knocks down the first one.
Elfrid Payton is known primarily for his playmaking ability. The way he moves the ball is exactly what you want from your point guard.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And he can be devastating with that little hook shot of his.
Trying to get open is Gibson, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The 76ers have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. And he makes the first. Burks, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Richardson drops them both. Knicks trail by 6. Payton looking around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now.
And they've been strong in the rebounding department, up in the top 10. And it's just not one guy. Really, it's been about the entire group collectively.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And here is Simmons. He's coming off a 22-point game against Sacramento. Here's Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers. And I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
The Knicks making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. And Harris drops them both.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Alec Burks. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Second free throw, no good. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
The offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And a breakout season for Julius Randle in 2018-19. Averaged close to 20 and 10, delivering on the talent that saw him taken 7th overall back in 2014.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Greg, the Lakers allowed Julius Randle to leave in restricted free agency in 2018 so they could preserve some of their cap space.
I mean, his defense still lags behind, but offensively, well, he is special. The lefty, tough to deal with inside.
Here's Bullock after Alec Burks has scored. Bullock kicks to Gibson to the paint. Here's Barrett, just 5 to shoot. The shot by Harkless, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Count that one. Simmons got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
To the inside, Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Horford the pass to Richardson from deep. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Burks kicks to Harris. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And here's Richardson outside. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. 9-point game. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Gibson the bounce pass. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Richardson on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Taj Gibson picks one up. 76ers have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Taj Gibson. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. He doesn't get the second one. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Ntilikina. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Barrett. And here's Bullock. Burks covering. Bullock dishes to Harkless. Here's Ntilikina. Offline with his 3. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 13-5 run. They get it again. Embiid, no good. The Knicks shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Bullock passes to Barrett. To the middle, here's Randall. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And rolling with such quick, there's just no way to keep Randall from scoring that.
Richardson outside. There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Here's Embiid. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Here's Ntilikina. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. With the teardrop and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
Clark, you look at Ben Simmons. Is he the best Australian-born player ever?
Well, you've got to remember now, Kevin, and you would know this from your research, Kyrie Irving was actually born in Australia, lived there for a couple of years, and still has dual citizenship. So I'll leave that one to the fans to debate. Irving or Simmons as the best from Australia?
First one falls for him.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson's checked in for Randall. Portis comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Knox in for Barrett. And Simmons drops them both. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Bullock. And there's another one for the Knicks. There's 18 seconds left now here in the second. 43. Here's Simmons. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8. 11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Portis. Out to the right wing. Here's Ntilikina. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace is what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are leading by 12. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And over to Kenny. What'd you think about New York?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's five. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Harkless. That one good for two. Harkless has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Knicks.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Simmons against Randall. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
I think this is what we all want to see from Simmons, more of him expanding his game and working in the jump shot.
Payton outside. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the fouls.
Kevin, at 6'3", Payton has good size for a point guard, and he uses that size to draw fouls.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. And he can't get the first one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Now here's Harkless. Kicks it to Barrett. Randall outside. He tries for 3, and again it's the Knicks missing. The 76ers leading by 16. With Samart and Simmons with the layup. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Payton against Simmons. Barrett the pass to Harkless. 6 to shoot. Some nice passing by New York here. Payton, and it's blocked by Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And the Knicks making a change here. Ellington's checked in. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run, the top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. Second, R.J. Barrett.
He's really showing what he can do. I mean, providing an impressive knack offensively for a first-year player.
Impressive for anybody at any age, too. I mean, he's been practically unstoppable at times. And now defenses are starting to game plan for him.
Payton against Simmons. Passes it to Horford. Over Barrett. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got assist number 5 here tonight.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Barrett. Looking to end the run. Payton can't get it to go.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now, here's Ellington following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. 4-on-3 break. He's off on that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Here's Barrett. Good work defensively by Richardson. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Payton outside. Shoots from 12. And that one hits back iron. The 76ers leading by 20. Now here's Richardson. 7 points in the game. Horford finds Richardson. In the corner, Simmons with it. The 76ers with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And, you know, it's a bonus to have big men who pass it like this. Gibson, solid instincts there.
And Clark, you talk to anyone who has played with Taj Gibson. They love having him as a teammate.
Well, you can see why, too, Kevin. You talk to players that have been teammates of his, and he always puts the team first in everything that he does. He's consistent. He's productive. He's likable. That's valuable to have, and a good player who also happens to be great for your locker room.
Here's Horford after R.J. Barrett's bucket. And it's Simmons penetrating. Good on the bucket. Simmons got 18 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Inside. And Barrett gets it to go.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Taj Gibson picks one up. For Philadelphia, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Simmons taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Bobby Portis comes in for Randall. Kevin Knox is checked in for Peyton. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Barrett. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Knicks trail by 16. Now Ellington lets a floater go. Milton grabs the board. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Thibault. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
For Philadelphia, they have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for the Knicks. He's off on the second. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
Bullock, good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Simmons. 19 points in the game. Second shot opportunity. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
That one misses for Simmons. And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA, but now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Here's Knox. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Well, you knew it was going to take some time for Kevin Knox, but Greg, at the end of last season, he began to show flashes of what he could do.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time.
First one falls for him. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The 76ers leading by 13. Hilton the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
Bounce pass from Ellington. Here's Knox. 6 points for him. Back to Portis. The teardrop falls in. Portis has got 8 points.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Milton. Over Ellington. A shot by Milton, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Knox. Ellington, the pass to Knox. He can't get that one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Bullock. 76ers getting the bucket. And yes, it's good.
Knicks turn.
Here's Milton. Pass to Thibault. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Here's Milton. Buries the 20-footer. Milton's got his second basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Ellington. Portis trying to free himself. Now the pass to Bullock. Pass to Portis. With the fadeaway. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Robinson with the block. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And the 76ers making a change here. Burks is checked in. Korkmaz kicks to Burks. Simmons against Portis. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 25 points in the game.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
On the wing, Ellington. Burks covering. Outside Portis. Shot clock at 6. Right wing.
76ers foul. Final. That's his first personal foul. Checking in for your Knicks, Elfrid Payton.
Here's Robinson. Off the inbound, no good. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Payton. Portis is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Bullock in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Harkless. Pass to Payton. He kicks it to Bullock. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Offensive rebound. Portis can't get it to go.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his third foul of the game. Al Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. Richardson comes in for Korkmaz.
Al Horford. Josh Richardson.
Richardson outside. Over Harkless. Richardson, good.
Josh Richardson.
And the 76ers lead by 17.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now here's Harkless. Back to Portis. It's hauled in by Thibault.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
So it's Philadelphia now, after the miss from Bobby Portis. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Portis. And the pass to Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Portis. Here's Payton. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Burks. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now, here's Bullock. Outside Portis. Down low, Robinson. Good D by Embiid. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
New York calls timeout. We hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
So for the Knicks, Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Julius Randle comes in for Portis, and Barrett subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And the 76ers also making a change. Harris is checked in, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Payton passes to Barrett. New York, no good that time either. Now the 76ers with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Passes it to Harris. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Tobias Harris there, keeping his composure and concentration, then converting while under pressure. Well done.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about it, market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Now here's Gibson. 5 on the clock. Smith for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to Harris. Pass to Scott. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
At the line for the 76ers, Mike Scott. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on a championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list of number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Outside Robinson. Here's Neto. The pass to Scott. Over Smith. And he drops it in from the low post. Scott's got 4 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here is Smith. And the Knicks miss again. Outside Robinson. Passes to Neto. And here's Burks. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic.
Wow.
Because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
Now, here's Burks.
New York foul.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Free throw good. Burks knocks. He's checked in for Harkless. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
Here's Philadelphia. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Pass to Burks. 76ers moving the ball around. Mark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. And I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Burks. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for New York. Here's Knox. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Neto. Here's Burks. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Ntilikina's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The drive by Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
And the first one at the line is good. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. For a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
And Gibson kicks to Smith. And the Knicks miss again.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Milton. O'Quinn in the post. Gibson on him.
Taj Gibson. That's his 5th personal foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Kyle O'Quinn. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And so O'Quinn nails both of them. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question, because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, Greg, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Here's Milton. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a 5-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.